everyone, back again with What If Anime, and like I said in my last video, what if Deku had Thor's power? So I'm gonna begin with how he gets the hammer and how the lightning comes with it. So this is gonna be very confusing, so please prepare yourself. So like the first Thor movie, Odin sends the hammer down to Earth, but this time he stops Thor from going get it, and this time he does not send Thor with him. So Thor stays, and no one goes gets the hammer. Go gets go gets go get the hammer. Yeah, gets is a word I don't like to say because I don't like saying it now. But no one go get the hammer. Gets get gets. No one go after it. Yeah, I like that, but it's better. And then um it lands in 19 something. That's before Deku was born. So just been underground all this time, and then yeah, and then let's fast forward to when Deku's sticking up to those to Kachan and for bullying. What to call it? For bullying his friend. Deku says, "Stop it, Kachan. Don't everyone like you have a nice quirk." And Deku gets everyone don't not everyone like you got a strong, powerful quirk. That's good. Deku gets beat up, obviously, and then on his way home, Odin's saying, I guess I summoned back the hammer since no one's down there getting it. And then he pulls it up out of the ground. Deku sees a hole in the ground, so he gets curious and follow it. And Loki walks in, so I guess Odin doesn't pull the hammer all the way up and it falls back. And Deku goes to the commotion and see people all around it trying to like pick it up. Like, oh, yeah, okay, I should go finish going home. So and he hears people like, oh, this is hard to pick up. Even with my quirk, I can't lift it. Deku like, oh, I'm gonna go check that out. I'm gonna go try it. Then Deku lifts it up, no sweat. Like, oh, this is easy. And I guess the hammer thinks Deku's worthy in heart and spirit and soul. Yeah. And Deku feels this flash of lightning going into him. Because, unlike Thor, who I think was born with the lightning, I'm gonna just put it in the hammer, and whoever can wield it gets the lightning. So, yeah, I'm gonna give that to Deku. And he asks anyone who dropped their hammer. Everyone in the crowd says me. Deku tosses it to them, and it almost flattens them. So Deku goes pick it up and set it down. Like, here, take it. Like, it's too heavy. Can you take it with me? And Deku knows not to go home with strangers because I think he's still in kindergarten, and that's dangerous. Even people in our old kids, yeah, who would want their kid to go home with a stranger? Yeah, no one would. So he says no, and I'm going home. And then later he realized he forgot the hammer that no one could lift, so he decides to go see if anyone picked it up. And when he gets there, he sees it just laying there, so he picks it up and takes it home. And then this is before school or after school. So he goes to school next day, flashing off this hammer that no one can lift. And Baku will be like, "Let me try Deku, because a twerk like you got no quirk, you can't lift no hammer." And then when he explodes, electricity blocks Deku. Like Deku stumbles back surprise and confusion. Like, I didn't feel it that time. Must be must have didn't do it strong because he didn't notice the electricity. And then he sets down the hammer, and everyone in the classroom tries it. And then when it's down to Bakugo's turn, he's trying with all his might. I have a cool picture because I was looking on the internet and I found something. So it's a show a sword, but just imagine it's a hammer. So yeah. And yeah, everyone couldn't lift it. So Deku's like, I guess this is my way of not having a quirk. I get a super hammer. And I guess Deku trains with it. Like, he throws it, and then he realizes, wait, 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 reset. At night, He's walking around, and since he can't see, he like feels around, like you know how you feel around in the dark, and then the hammer starts coming towards him in his hand. He's like, "Whoa, that was all the way in my room. I'm down the hallway right now." So this is where Deku learns that he can call back the hammer. So he goes to the he goes training with it. He realizes he can fly and call and get the hammer back from almost any location. Yeah, yeah. He no, not from any location. From not from almost any location, because it's a town. It's a town. It's a big town. He walks a lot of places. Takes the train. Just stand on the tallest building, holding his hand up, and the hammer comes to him. Gives it a few seconds. Realizes he can fly and he can use the hammer to travel very quickly, and he can get the hammer from almost anywhere. And yeah, so Deku, he doesn't know he got electricity yet, or what's the other hammer abilities? Just electricity, and that's it basically. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he doesn't know he got electricity yet, so this will be fun to experiment with. And tell me how y'all like it down in the comments below. But back to the video. So Deku's training with his hammer, and the sludge villain attacks. And he left his hammer at home, even though he can call for it anytime. But the sludge villain got him by surprise. He goes home like, I'm gonna take the shortcut because, hey, I see a dark alleyway. I'm gonna go that way. Yes, it's a shortcut way. No one ever got hurt this way. We're living in the normal world where people got quirks and there are villains, literally villains and heroes who has to stop them. But I'm gonna take the dark alleyway all by myself because it's a faster way home. Sludge villain attacks. Oh no, he puts his hand up. Try call from Mjolnir. No, when he grabs it, every time he grabs it, it says Mjolnir in his head. Like, oh, I can't. That might be the name. Okay. So he yells out Mjolnir, and it comes flying to him without even opening his hand. He's like, oh, I can summon it without even trying. Yeah. And it hits the sludge in the back. Since he's made of sludge, it didn't really do nothing. And Deku's thinking of ways to defeat it, so he's using it like like um a tornado. He's trying to make a tornado because he can already fly with it. He could be out of there right now. But he defeats he uses the air pressure, push the sludgy villain back, and I guess it works, and he hits the wall. But that didn't work, and then when Deku's trying to attack him, sludge villain gets the hammer and him. Like he puts a gap between its the hammer hand, the hand of Deku's and the hammer. He's realizing Deku is like, I need help. Someone help me, or I'm going to die. This is where he uses electricity. Bzz, 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 bzz. You like that? Bzz, bzz. Zaps the sludge villain. Like, whoa, what is that? I never did this before. And then he passes out, and All Might shows up. No, he doesn't pass out. No, he doesn't pass out. He's almost passed out, but All Might shows up. He's a short smash, and gets the sludge in the bottle. And then Deku asks him, even a quirkless hero can. He asks him that question: can a quirkless hero like me be a quirkless person like me become a hero like you, even though I only have a hammer? And All Might laughs and says, "Wait, wait. Reset." When he asks this question on the roof, not right now. Yeah. So he does basically the same thing, and he forgot the hammer. So he asks All Might, "Can a quirkless hero like me become a hero like you?" All Might tells him the brutal truth, and then Deku says, "I only have this hammer right here," and then he realized he left it back, so he just calls it, and it comes. I'm like, "Whoa, that's a neat trick. And what else can you do with it?" And Deku says, "I'm the only one who can lift it, so that's sweet. No one can steal it." All Might says, "Let me try." And then he goes debuff form, Small Might. Because I see everyone call him that, so I'm going to just call him that. He goes Small Might form. Deku like, who are you? Where am I go? A funny little moment. And All Might says, I got this injury back when from the 5 years ago. I'm tired, shit. I mean, my bad. I'm not trying to say that. I'm tired. I'm just tired. And then basically everything happens. All my trying to lift the hammer, but it doesn't work. And then this make Deku happy. He goes to his buff form and he still couldn't lift it. And he like even happier. Because only he, not even the number one hero, can lift it. And then they hear screams. And Deku says, hop on, All Might. I take you to the screams. And he flies there with a hammer. All Might's holding on like, whoa, you can go really fast with this thing. And like, I know, I was testing it out. And he sees the sludge villain. And here's a voice in the sludge villain got someone and he hears a voice that sounds familiar. Here's a voice that he heard before. And then he sees this Kachan. Deku freaks out, throwing the hammer and then realizing that Kachan's in there, and he calls it back and just drops it and uses the electricity, all building up, just zapping it, hitting it all over, and it makes Kachan pass out. So he doesn't remember this when he wakes up, and the villain backs out, and the villain also passes out. All Might says, "Kid, All Might gives him that powerful speech. Yeah, you could be. I'm gonna say it very, really do. All Might gives him that powerful speech saying, I was wrong and you could become a hero. I'm not going to make All Might. I'm not going to give Deku one for all. Should I? No, no. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Not right now, at least. I'm not going to give him that. And then All Might says, if you train your body, since. Yeah. Should Deku be weak? Yeah, I'll let you come in. I'll let you say yes or no if Deku should be weak. Just like a random yes or a random no. That'd be funny. And then like also say 220 so I can remember, or 1220 so I can remember where to check yes or no. But back to should I make Deku be weak? That's the question. And back to the video. Am I saying if you put in training and effort of learning what you can do with that, you could be an amazing hero. Also, putting yes and no, if like two yeses for like yes for strong, and yes for if he gets all for one or all my score, one for all, and yes or no if he should be strong but shouldn't get a quirk, or no and yes. You know how it goes. Like I'll remember, just like say this time 13. I will remember if you say this time because I do not know where I watched. Just like, yeah, please give me a hand. And because of YouTube's crap, I can't make this video longer than 15 minutes. So I'm going to say goodbye, everyone, and see you next video. And I would, like I said, I'm gonna binge spin. I'm gonna just go straight through this. There'll be a next video in like 15 minutes. Yeah, after I get done editing, um, 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 posting, and just all that. Yeah, 15 minutes probably. And also I gotta record it. So sorry. Goodbye.